Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a good looking puzzle in front of us, and it's going to be a good day too, because today is the opening day for Major League Baseball. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I am at least. So obviously you got the jersey on. You guys actually like baseball? I've been a Cubs fan for my entire life. Well, maybe since I was like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that, but just a good time of year. Get to watch some baseball, get the spring is in the air and all that kind of good stuff. The only bad thing is all the pollen down here absolutely clogs you up. But anyway, if you're a baseball fan, let me know in the comments what team you root for. As long as it's not the Yankees, I'll be okay with that. Just kidding. You can be a Yankees fan. My entire family is. But anyway, enough banter, if you will. Let's get into this puzzle. So it's called Sums to 15, and it's by Garizon. I don't think I've done a puzzle by Garizon before, but with that said, what do we got going on here? So it's normal Sudoku rules. So every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. Then we've got killer Sudoku, so digits in the dotted cages sum to the number in the top left of the cage. Now, as you can see, we have a bunch of 15s. The title of this thing would probably have told you that was what the case was going to be. So these digits are going to add to 15 in all of these cages. Then we also have little killer. So a clue outside the grid gives the sum of all the digits along the pointed diagonal. So if you look at any of these guys, these will all add up to 15, and that guy down there. Now, okay, we do have one more thing in here. I didn't realize this one, but all dominoes summing to 15 are given. So we're going to have a negative constraint here. So we're not going to have these two digits be able to add to 15 in this orientation because they would be a domino, and that is not allowed. So we have to try to remember that negative constraint. So with that said, get my water if I need it. With that said, the link's going to be in the description below. Let's get started on this thing. Let's have a good day. So 15. Well, I wonder if we want to think about the cages first or our little killer. Let me look at this little killer because this is a big old 15. Let's think about what's going on with it. What's the minimum we could ever do here? 1, 2 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, well, I thought we'd be much closer to a 15 on that than we actually are. Okay, well, let's think about the cages. And I'm going to start coloring because I think that's going to be required here. We know there's 2 different ways to make 15, 9, 6, and 8, 7. So these cages are going to have to be from those groupings. Now, if this one, whatever one it is, 9, 6, or 8, 7, means that this one has to be the other version. That is going to be true here, and this has to be green. And well, I guess the rest of them don't see anything. I mean, this one sees this one, but we don't know which one it is just yet. Okay. What about these guys? We know what 2 of these are going to be green because it can't be in any of these. Same goes with yellow over here. Okay, I don't think that takes us much further, though. I was looking down here at this guy because I think we got a 15 clue, so it's going to be a high digit. It's either 6, 7, 8, or 9, but I don't know that we can, again, do enough here. Because even if this was like a 9, we could still have these be a 1, 2, 3. Or some grouping of digits that adds up to 6. They don't have to be 1, 2, 3. It could be 2, 2, 2, to be honest with you. Because we can repeat digits. Same goes for this guy. It's the same concept. But this guy up here, see, if this was a 2 cell, it would have been very easy to make a determination of what these could be. But it's not. It's a 4 cell, so this could easily be a low digit. Okay. Oh, I'm being slow. Negative constraint. We can't have these be next to each other. Otherwise, they would have a cage around them. This is not a yellow. These are the yellows. Same goes with green. These are not green. These are. Okay. Okay, so what did that actually tell us? Or I guess the same goes for this 15 and this 15. Because these can't both be green. Because if they were, let's say it's a 6, 9. This is a 6 and 9. This would be the 9 and the 6. These two would add to 15. So these are actually yellow and these are green. Can we take that any further? I'll get rid of this marking because it's not helping us right now. 2 of these are green. And I guess what we can say about it, and I don't know if it's helpful, but they have to be catty corner because, again, we can't put them in a domino. So I guess either way, none of these are going to be green because we know it's either these 2 or these 2, but it's always going to be one of these 2 and this one. I guess what that says is that, well, yeah, it says that one of these is green and one of these is green. Because no matter which way we put that, we're always going to have one green down here, so we can't put 2 of them in here. And obviously we can't put 2 here because we'd have 3 cells that would only have 2 digits in them. Okay. So, oh, wait, this guy. There we go. Okay, this is green, so it has to be a high digit. Now, if it's a high digit, let's take a look at this. Again, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there it is. This has to be 6 because the bare minimum these can be is 9. So this is 6. Now that means that these have to be the bare minimums. So that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1. This is a 1-2 pair. Good. Now what can we do? Oh, the 6 is on the green. This is a 6-9 pair. Duh. Being a little slow, I think I'm either preoccupied with games today, wanting to see some games, but my team doesn't play till about 11 or 10 o'clock. I think it's 10:10 tonight. It's a West game in Arizona, so I got to stay up real late to watch it. Technically, it's not even opening day for me because we had 2 games in Japan against the Dodgers as our opening. This will be domestic opening day is what they call it, I think. Anyway, what else we got? Because I'm distracting myself. This 15 cage or little killer is getting a little bit more reduced because we can't put 1s in any of these now. What about just basic Sudoku? Is there anything there? Not necessarily. 6s or 9s, anything? One of these is a 6. One of these is a 9. That's something, I guess. Let's think about this guy further. Let's just put in the 7s and 8s. Let's do that first. Because we know the yellow has to be 7, 8. Now, we've got a high-ish digit here. We know these guys can't be 1s. So the bare minimum they could be would be 2, 4, 6. So there's not going to be much wiggle room. Now, obviously, it can't be 2 2s, though. Because if it was 2 2s here, this is broken. So the minimum it could be is 2, 2, 3. So we're at 7. And we can only go one more different, because if we have 7, these total, this would be 8. If we made these add up to 8, this would be 7. So 2, 3, and we could probably put a 4 in one of them. Because let's think about it, 4, 5, 6... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We could put a 4 if we had 2 4s and a 2. Or, sorry, a 4 and 2 2s is what I meant to say. That doesn't help too much on this side, because, again, these can be anything. We don't have... Well, I guess we do reduce this guy, because it can't be 1 or 2, so it's a minimum 3. So this is a minimum of 4 with the 7. That gets us to 11. So the most this could be would be 4 as well. That's not anything spectacular, is it? Okay. Well, I guess one of these... Oh no, that one's not. This one. One of these is a 1. I mean, it gives us X-wings, but we kind of already knew that. What else do we get? Can we continue anything with our coloring? Oh, this 15 right here, I didn't even see it. This has to be yellow. Therefore, it's a 7, 8, which means this is not a 1. So they're not a 1. So there is a 1 in this 15 cage. Okay. Now, we need another, excuse me, something stuck in my tooth there. We need another yellow in this region. So it has to go in one of these two, because we already have 2 yellows in this column. We have 2 yellows in this column, and this can't be. I don't know that that helps us too much. We have to have another yellow in this region, but it could go anywhere, really. What about you? None of these are yellow. Okay. We need 2 of these to be yellow. We can't make both of these yellow because that would break this one. So this one is a yellow. Therefore, one of these 2 is the other yellow. What does that do for us? Is a good question. Can we push anything into this guy? Because we know we can't use 1, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this has to be from 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not very helpful, is it? Again, we could put a minimum 3 here, but we have tons of possibility about what these could be. Oh, green. 9, 6. Where does the green go in this region? It goes here. Getting there eventually. Okay, so we know these are a 6, 9 pair, so therefore these are a 3, 4, 5. We're going to get this digit. This is 2. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. This is 1 and 2. This is no longer a 1, so this one has to be. These are not 1s. This can't be 2, and this can't be 2. So now we've bumped up our digits here, our minimums. Let's go look at that again. Okay. So the minimum of these could be a 6 right now. If that's the case, the minimum this can be is 2. That is 8 as a bare minimum. This is 7. This is 8. Therefore, 7 and 8. Now we have to make these be those bare minimums. We have to make these both be 3s, and this has to be the 2. Therefore, this is a 1 and a 2. Good. That pushes the 1 here. This can't be a 1. All right, there we go. So now we have 15. This guy is getting more restricted. You are getting a little more restricted. This is an 8, because we know one of them was yellow. And now we know it can't be the 7. Let's look at this guy, because we know we have 3. And this is either 7 or 8. So we're either at 10 or 11. So this has to be 4 or 5. I don't like that as much. What else can we say about, what are these 3 digits? Oh, the 2. This is a 2. Let's go back to Sudoku here. I think we might be missing out on a couple of things. These are an X-wing of 1s. One of these is a 2, which means none of these are, which means one of these is. Up here, one of these is a 2, which comes back and sees this one. This is the 2. Okay, so this really is starting to push this up. Let's continue though with our Sudoku for a second here. We can't do much more in these regions. Let's think on our... Okay, 3. This is a 3-8 pair. Let's just get... one of these is a 3. I keep starting to talk and it's not... I'm not finishing my sentence before I see something. This can't be 3. Again, we're pushing upward. One of these is a 3. That we might have run out of juice there. Okay, now let's go back to this guy. We know these 3 digits have to add up to 13 because we already have a 2. That seems like there's a lot of options still there. Doesn't it? Because, yeah, these could be 7, 9. This can't be that particularly because of the 6 here, but there's plenty of room to work. I mean, these could even be 2 5s, 5, 5, 2, and leave a 3 here. So it looks like there's plenty of work that could be done. What about this column, if I can get my mouse to work properly? These are 3, 4, and 5. I thought we might get something crossing over and looking at us. We don't. What are these 2 digits? They are 4 and 5. It's the only thing left in this region. This is 6 or 9. There we go. This is a green digit. If that is a green, this has to be the other green digit because we can't have them being next to each other. Good. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Let's keep it going. What are these 2 digits now? 4 and 5 again, because all that's left in our region here. That's going to push this to be either the 7 or the 8. So the other yellow is down here. Okay. We're done with you. You still have options. You still have options. Oh, this can't. Or can it? This can't be an 8. If we think about this, because we'd be at 10 here, we can never make these equal 5. If it was 7, it can't make a 7. Because if this is 7, this has 2, is 9. We have to make these equal 6. We can't do that. This is 3. Cool. Good. So that comes into play, which means this is our yellow here, which means we've got both of our yellows. And one of these 2 is going to have to be the other yellow in this region because we can't, again, have them touching each other. And there's going to be a yellow up here somewhere as well. Okay. So I guess that all that really says is that we have this catty corner type of situation going again. This one can't be yellow because they both see it. Okay. So one of these is a 7 is what we're trying to say. Now let's look back here. We're at 5. So we need 10 more. The only way to do is 2 5s. There we go. None of these are 5s. This isn't a 5. All right, we're getting somewhere. What else can we say? So we've used you. You are holding on by a thread here, and you're done. So it looks like all we really have left is this cage and then deciphering these groupings. Okay, what about these guys? We need a 4, and we need the other version of 7 or 8, and this can't be that 7 or 8, so this is a 4. Is that accurate? No, I missed something. 5. Duh. One of these is a 5, one of these is a 4, the other one is the 7, 8. We don't know which one is which, though. Okay. This can't be an 8. We can do that at least. Okay, what about these guys? Because we have some information. So maybe we have something we can whittle down here. These have to be from 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. This can't be 9. I know this is probably a little excessive here, but 2, 3, 4, 5s. What about this 15 cage? Maybe we can figure something out about it. Because we know these 3 digits are going to have to add up to 14. What's this one? Let's start at this one first. Can't be 1, can't be 2. It could be 3, 4, or 5. It can't be 6. It can't be 7. It can't be 8 or 9. So it's 3, 4, or 5. Okay, now let's think about this. These have to add up to 14 in some way. The highest we can ever do this, let's start to think about the 9, if we have a 9 or not. Let's say we don't have a 9. The most we could ever make this would be 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. We have to put a 9 in here. Okay, good. So one of these is a 9. Now, if it's a 9, it can't go with the 5, because that would be 14 within 2 digits. It can't be a 4, right? Because it would be 9 and 4, which is 13. This is 14. We need another 1. We can't do that. So this is a 3, which means this is a 2, 9. 9, 10, 15. That works. Okay, good. This is not 3 anymore. This 3 says we got the 8 and the 3. Perfect. That's now going to set off these guys. Let's get our coloring in, or finalized. Say this is the 7 and the 8. Now the 7 is going to come back here and say this is 7. This is not. We'll get rid of that coloring and put that in. This can't be a 7. Thought we would be able to differentiate these once we got these going, but it doesn't look like we can just yet. That's a shame. What are these? 4, 5, and 6? Nothing there that really seems to be reducing anything. What about you, 3? Oh, wait. No, we still haven't gotten through there. What about you, 3? 4, 5, 6, and 9. Well, that's not helpful. This can't be a 3. So this is a 2, 3 pair. Let's put that in. That's useful. This has to be 4 or 5. What are these guys? 4. What am I missing? Can't be 1, can't be 2, can't be 3, 4, can't be 5, can't be 6, 7, 8. Okay, 4, 7, 8 is what it is. This is not 8. I thought we'd have it there. Oh, the 2, 9. Looks here. This is 3 and 2. Well, that didn't help either. Okay. We still haven't touched this guy. Do we have all of our yellows placed? No, we don't, because we don't know which one of these is which yet. But we know this isn't 7. Huh. Okay. Let's see. What else can we do then? Again, clues are all done except for this guy. We need to figure out what one of these 2 is. The question is, how do we do that? 10, 15, 10, 15, okay. What are these guys? 1, 3, and 4? Oh, that actually does work. These are 1, 3, and 4. This has to be 5 and 4. That's going to break open these guys. That's 5. This is not 5. Thought I was going to get there on this one. Oh, come on, where are you? Let's go back and look at our Sudoku again. We have to have something here. I'm just not seeing it. Or maybe not. 4, 5. Yes, here we go. 4 and 5. This can't be 4 or 5. This is the 6, 9, or one of the 6 9s from the greens. Oh, that still didn't do much for us, did it? Okay, let's go back and keep going. 4s and 5s. 4, 5. 8. No. 6. Oh, gotta get off this mode. 6. Anything on that one? How are we not breaking this up yet? What the heck am I not seeing here? We have to have this. Okay, maybe we don't. Okay. Where is this? We've got to be able to, oh, duh. This can't be a 2 yellows. This is the yellow. Therefore, that isn't. This is. If this is yellow, it must be 8 and 7. There we go. We just had to use our brain for a second. This is 8. This is 7. 8, 7. Okay. Now all of our yellows are done. Can we finalize our greens? Let's think about those. We know one of these is. We know one of these is. We know one of these is, and one of these is. That's, well, not this one, because we can't put 2 greens next to each other. That stinks. That's not going to get us anywhere. Okay. Oh, here, 4. That means these are not 4s. This is 4. This is 3, 4. Good. Again, just have to look in the right places. This is not 4. Let's make sure our 3s and 4s are good to go. And we have an X-wing on 3s left over. Four here. There we go. 5, 4. Let's keep going on these. We got to get something here. Where are you? Come on now. Okay. Doesn't want to give it up. I guess if that's how you want to act, that's fine. Again, we still have not gotten to this darn 4 or 5 to be able to figure out. Oh, the 7. Here we go. Goodness gracious. The blindness is staggering. Now we can finally do this. 8, 10, 11. This has to be 4. These are not 4s. None of these can be 4s, so one of these is. That 4 says 5 and 4 down here. Good. So we have an X-wing on 4s. What about those 5s? No. Because one of these is a 5. All of our clues are now taken care of. We've got to figure out our 6s and 9s. How do we do that? I thought we were going to get our 3s and 4s finalized. But that doesn't appear to be the case. 5, 6, one of these is a 5. That doesn't do much. Okay. How do we differentiate 6s and 9s? That is what must... I wonder if we need to recolor this. That happens from time to time. let's do that. Let's start thinking about what these colorings can be. Let's say you're blue. That means you're blue, you're blue, you're blue. One of you two is the blue, which it's this one. Okay, there we go. This is a blue color, so this is 6 or 9, so it's not 2, which means this is 2. That tells us the 9 and the 2. Okay, there we go. That has to be it now, so the greens are 9. Oh, we haven't finished here. Let's do our coloring. Let's get it through. Greens are 9, so blue is 6. Let's put in 9 on our greens. Let's put blue in or 6s in our blues. This 6 says this is 5, then 6. So this is a blue. This can no longer be green. These are not 6s. Okay, so the 5, 9 here says this is the 5, this is the 9. So this is a green 9. Therefore, this is no longer 9. So this one is. Okay, there we go. Now these are a 1-5 pairing. The 5 here. Okay, I was like, why did we say these were 5s? Because this guy. So this is 5. This is 1, 3, 1, 4, 3. This has to just be 4. Oh, there we go. Solved the puzzle. Solution is correct. 32 minutes, not too bad. 240 some finishes in 9 days. Okay, cool. Fun puzzle. I'm glad I didn't miss this guy. I probably would have sat there for a long time putting in every single digit and trying to see what was what, but we have had situations before where when we have 2 digits that we have colored as a certain color, when you get stuck at the end of something, it sometimes helps to break those colors out and see how they work together, and that happened to be the case this time. So, cool. Fun puzzle. Really enjoyed this. I did enjoy how all this worked once we figured out how to see it properly. But anyway, good puzzle. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all enjoying the rest of the day. Enjoying some baseball today, or yesterday and today, and for the foreseeable future, since it's a long season. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.